celebrate. Welcome to the Sheila C Hill Show. Listen, baby, the Sheila C Hill Show is the ultimate go-to podcast for ambitious individuals who want to live a more fulfilling and successful life to get valuable insights, expert tips, and inspiring stories to help you improve your lifestyle, grow your business, and enhance your emotional well-being. Now, in every episode, you're going to gain practical tips and insightful wisdom in the company of a supportive community whom I call Sheila's Thrive Tribe, baby, because we thrive over here. Listen, you just need to subscribe so you can be a part of us thrivers. Now, if you are new to the show, welcome. Yes, welcome. Listen, I am your host, Sheila C Hill, and hello, bonjour, hola, como esta, ni hao, howdy, and what's going on, my people? Today is going to be a special episode, and I always tell everyone, listen, I bring the best guests in the land. Don't play with me because we don't play around here. Let me tell you. So today is a special episode where I'm going to introduce three special queens that have embarked into the podcast arena. Listen, and they're going to kill the game. Listen, I hope you're ready. But before we go, make sure you subscribe to the Sheila C Hill Show. Call Mama them, Junebug, and everybody else, and tell them to come on here and check us out because this is the place to be today. You hear me? All right, so we're going to bring them on stage. We're going to bring them on stage, and they're going to come and introduce themselves. At this time, we're going to first introduce Miss TammyRenee coming forward.
Hello. Oh my God, I'm so excited to be here with you today.
Yes, thank you for coming. Thank you. And welcome to the stage. Welcome to the Sheila C Hill Show. All right, the next one up, we have Miss Jennifer.
Hello.
Welcome. All right, and last but certainly not least, we have Miss Adjuan. Come on to the stage. Listen, ladies, thank you all for coming on today. I'm so excited to be a part of this process in your life. Let me tell you, this is going to be epic. You're going to impact so many lives, not just in this country, but other countries as well. So I just want you to understand how big this is. And I believe y'all do. So at this time, we're going to ask you to introduce yourself. Tell us a little about you, where you're from. And we're going to start with Miss TammyRenee.
Hello. My name is TammyRenee. I am currently in Atlanta, Georgia. I am a mother of three, a grandma of 1.5. I have one that's due in December, so have two. I am a personal discovery mentor, a speaker, an author, and an energetic healer. And I am enjoying embarking on this Wave Philosophy podcast, which stands for wisdom, awareness, vision, and energy. All the things that embark the Wave Philosophy that I embark me.
Whoop. All right, let's go. I love it. All right, we're going to go with Miss Jennifer. You're going to be next here. Let's get my verbiage here. Okay. All right. And Miss Jennifer.
Well, hello. I am Jennifer. It's your girl. Normally not in this location, so I'm trying to get used to this, but I'm used to trees behind me being outside. But I'm Jennifer. I'm from Maryland. I have 2 kids, daughter 25, son 17. Touch and go with that one. But I use my platform just to really speak on things that you've been through, things that I've been through, and how I navigated through that. Like the way that I try to flip my perspective and find those silver linings. You know, that silver lining in that dark space. That's what I kind of aim to do. To, like I said, flip that perspective. But it comes from years of experience of trials and tribulations and just lifing. Um, I've written a book, did it in a weekend, which was kind of crazy. I did a TEDx talk a few years ago, so I am a speaker and an author too. But I'm really just a regular, everyday person making small steps towards my major moves. That's what we do here.
Hey, I love it. I love it. Yes, I love it. Small steps, major moves. Awesome. And we have Miss Adjuan. Just tell us where you're from, a little about you, ma'am.
Hi guys, I am Adjuan Edgerson. I am originally from New Orleans, Louisiana. I am navigating the streets of North Carolina right now. Y'all see the beautiful trees. Um, I am a wife of 21 years and a yaya to some amazing grandkids. I am a mother to three amazing kids. Um, I am a new empty nester, and I am also a registered nurse of 21 plus years. And this podcast is actually me stepping out of my comfort zone and being stretched. I have desired for a long time to be known as more than just a nurse. I'm not my profession, and I would like people to know all of me. And so my podcast will be about realness. I'm a real person. I've had real life experiences, and I just would like to help people to avoid some mistakes and pitfalls that I've gone through, and kind of navigate life and have a great time. It's all about real talk, and I'm gonna let you have it. Like, we're going through lifestyle. Um, I'm a holistic wellness nurse now. We're gonna talk about empowerment, self improvement. I'm gonna have some dope guests that's gonna be able to help you elevate your life, and it's all about elevation for me. So I'm happy to see you guys.
Yes, awesome, awesome. Listen, you all's podcast. I love the variety that you're all giving, and I love the passion for which you speak about things, helping so many other people, because that's the basis of you all's podcast, is ultimately using your trials, tribulations, and helping the next person. So I know that's going to resonate with your listeners. Okay, now let's get down to the nitty-gritty. So I want you all to know in the audience that there how long tell me, how long did y'all plan to be podcasting? How long did it take for you all to do it? Let's go through that process. You were like, how did they get a podcast? Let's talk about
Well, I'll say I started this journey with a group, Sheila's group, a 30-day live challenge on Facebook. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, podcasting was not in the plans for me. Like, it was not on my vision board, not for 2023. However, a few months back, I gave my business to God and I just let Him lead. And so, ever since I let Him lead, amazing things have happened. And I am accepting the challenge. And it literally took me kind of overnight, a couple of lives to actually get things going. So, thanks to Sheila and the Sheila Hill Show, we're here. We're
it.
here.
Yes, baby. We knocking down doors, baby.
Kicking
What?
down doors, baby, in 2024.
Hey. Okay, Tammy Renee, tell us the journey. Okay, so for those who do not know, I have a 30 days live challenge on Facebook, and I just threw it out there. 2 days later, hey, it started. I just threw a post out there on Facebook. 2 days later, it started. We had over 53 people in the group, and we started rocking it. We started having accountability buddies and building from there. So from that, this is what we have. So Yeah, so they took the challenge to start a podcast because there were so many different elements that they already had. They just needed to take it to the next level. And being who I am, it's like, hey, babies, let's take it to the next level and all gas, no brakes. So that's the backstory of how we all came together. And we have some super dope individuals in this group, the 30-day lives challenge. You're going to see more of them coming up in the second weekend in November. So just stay tuned, baby, because we got some stuff going. All right, so TammyRenee, tell me what you were saying about the live challenge earlier.
All right, so the way my journey has happened, I've definitely been led here. About 2 years ago, someone asked me to start a podcast, and I brought some equipment, but I was like, that's just too much work. I'm not doing that. I put it to the side and never thought about it again and thought that would not be my journey. So I see Sheila's name, which I admire. I see Challenge, which I was like, oh, anything Sheila doing, if she's doing a challenge, I want to be a part of it. But I did not see go live. If and for some reason that part did not register with me. And if I would have saw that, I probably would not have taken the challenge. So it was blocked from my vision for a reason. That's why we're gonna talk about vision. um so it was blocked from my vision for a reason. So I joined, and then all of a sudden she was like, we're going live. I was like, ooh, what did I just sign up for? And then, like, maybe 2 weeks later, she asked me, have you ever thought about a podcast? And I was like, oh, I don't know. That seemed like a lot of work. But I took the challenge, and I am so glad that I was led here, that I am on this journey, that I am going to be sharing my voice, sharing my message, inspiring others to step into their power.
Come on. Yes, baby. Yes. I'm glad you took the challenge. Oh my God, this is so dope. Okay, Miss Jennifer, y'all are brave.
So,
That's all I have to say. Y'all are brave.
see what had happened was okay. So I will say, probably about like a year and a half, almost 2 years ago, I was on Twitch TV. So I'm familiar with kind of podcasting. If there's any of my Twitchers out there in the audience, I was Sunshine Within You. It was a daily dose of sunshine. Like that's what we did. And but because work is work and life is life, that just stopped. And ended up being a part of this challenge because I kept being told that I needed to get my voice back out there. People were missing me. So I'm like, all right, fine. You know what? Let's do this. Let's see where this goes. And just to help you all understand, the three of us were basically tapped just like Thursday of last week, told to not overthink it. You all really need to do this. If you're on board, do you accept the challenge? As you can see, all three of us accepted the challenge. The illustrious Sheila C Hill said, great, don't overthink it. Think of a name. We're meeting on Monday. So we met on Monday, and by Tuesday, here we go. So yeah, y'all, I'm going to say to you all, this is really proof that when you have something that you should be doing or want to do, when you have the right people around you, it literally, they become your support system. Where you would be in your own way, they move you out of your way so that you can go forward. That's why it's so important to have accountability partners, to have people that really truly support and encourage your vision, because they need to be able to see it when you don't. So
the right
Come
tribe,
on.
baby,
Come on.
at
Look
the
at my
right
little
time.
clapper. Yes. Okay. Listen. Okay. So, and thank you all for taking this challenge. Thank you for trusting me, and allowing me to see the greatness in you, and allowing just to walk this path. And there's so many else that's in the group that has it as well, because we have to understand that we go through things not just for ourselves, but for others as well. So a lot of times when you think like, why am I going through this? Right? Why am I doing this? And it's not just for you. It is for
Yeah,
you
that's
to be that person that you needed when you were going through. Otherwise,
yeah.
you're selfish if you don't. If you don't
Yes.
bring the elevator right on back down and help the next person, that means you're selfish and you're continually focusing on yourself. And that's ungood, as my grandma used to say back in the day. That's ungood, baby. That is ungood. Okay, now all of three of you all, your personalities are so different, and you're straight shooters in a sense. TammyRenee has more of a mothering type. Come on, let me help you. I seen that leadership in the group. Okay, someone, they need accountability part. Let me be that person. Jennifer is just like, I'm your girlfriend, like right beside, I stay right beside you, and we're gonna get with it, and we're gonna do it. Now, Adjuan, she is that straight shooter, that person that you need that should be like, stop your crap. Listen, right now, do this. I don't care, baby. She got that accent. So for each one of you all's personality, that's what's needed. And your tribe is going to find you. So continue to be unapologetically yourself. Continue to do what you do. Don't overthink it. And that's for anyone that's in the audience to understand when there's a destined for you to do something, you do it because it's not about you, right? You do it because
So much bigger than you.
this is the passion. There's someone out there that needs to hear your voice.
Mhm.
Okay. Any words before we take a commercial break, ladies?
I just say just do it. Like, stop waiting. I mean, and just make sure you're doing it for the right reasons, and dig deep, figure out your why, because your why is always bigger than you. It's
Mm,
always bigger than you. So figure that out and just go for it. Just don't look back. Just go.
most definitely.
Yeah. And stepping out into the unknown opens up.
Uh
Oh,
oh.
Uh oh.
My bad.
yep.
My bad.
So
Sorry.
that's what I say. Stepping out into the unknown opens up possibilities.
Most
Yep.
definitely. Okay, we're gonna
And
break for a commercial break. And just Jennifer, you want to say something?
I was about to say, in anything that keeps coming back to you, it's yours. So it's going to keep coming back until you do it. So you might as well do it.
Woo, girl, baby,
Take it
you got to
back.
pass that test, so you got to keep taking it. Woo, yeah, I love that. I love that. All right, we'll be right back in just a moment. Oh my goodness, I hope y'all enjoy this. Please, please listen. You're gonna have to follow each and every one of these podcasters. Listen, if anybody's interested in getting into podcasting, grab this book. Go on Amazon, grab this book. It goes with me almost everywhere. This book has like a workbook. It has places you can fill it in. It tells you how to monetize your podcast. It tells you how to set it up. It tells you about sponsorships. It even, listen, go on Amazon and get this book. And this is the Bible for podcasters. Listen, it was ranked #1 in podcasting books. Look right here. Best new podcasting book by Book Authority. Right there. Boom. And a little secret. Y'all, when you grab this book, I think it's page 43. There is a code on there. Listen, you can get access to her class, her course. Get her course. It's worth hundreds of dollars. But this book it's less than $50. Grab this book on Amazon. I'm telling you, I carry it everywhere. She is the best. Grab this book on Amazon. Hello, Hello, business owners. It is crunch time. It is time to get those projects done, that website, the funnels, and all the automations that's going to take your business to the next level. Check out what our satisfied client has to say about our services.
Hi, my name is Dorna Taylor, and I had the pleasure of working with Borrow My VA to design and build out a website and funnels for my company. And when I say that it was a wonderful experience, it was wonderful. From beginning to end, I started with just an idea, and inside of a week, I had a fully functional website where my customers could log on, scroll through with videos and purchase pages and automations and just everything to make the process very seamless. I highly recommend the team over at Borrow My VA for all of your design needs. They picked out everything from the color scheme to the format to the layout. Everything was just done for me, and I appreciate them very much. And I just wanted to share with anybody who's considering using Borrow My VA. Don't even think about it, just do it.
Book your free consultation at borrowmyva.com. That's borrowmyva.com. All right. Thanks to borrowmyva.com for sponsoring this episode on today. Listen, just to recap, we got some super dope ladies that started the podcast, and that's it. I'm not even going to go into no detail. We're going to bring them back to the stage. Let's go, ladies. Let's get it. Let's go. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so just tell me, okay, so as you're doing the live challenge, your platforms, you're just building, and your tones I've seen the difference, and I've seen how it has changed, where you just become more relaxed. And the goal is to just be yourself and just to give the message, and whatever touches your heart. If it touches you, that's a reason. There's a reason for that. So let's just talk about some of your topics that you've talked about. Share with the audience on today.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
Some of the topics that I've talked about were things that kind of help people kind of figure out their own journey, and figure out the things that they like more touching on emotions and feelings. That's what I do. And then I've had topics where I've shared about my family, some cooking recipes, and the days that I didn't have anything to talk about, or I didn't know what to talk about, or I was just so busy that I couldn't sit down and, take the time to figure it out. It would just be random thoughts. But those random thoughts will always work out the way they are supposed to work out. And those actually get a lot of engagement on them. So I am still working through this, and it's always going to be a working journey. We just starting, so it's going to be fun, and it's going to be exciting exploring new ideas and topics that we want to share.
That's right. This is just the beginning. Yes. baby, it's just the beginning. Oh my goodness. And I'm so happy for you guys. Okay, Jennifer, what you got, girl?
So for real, I was just talking about this with a friend of mine earlier. My default mode is me. So
Okay.
I really talk about me, and then what I'm experiencing, like we've talked about my very first live, I called it Moments of Truth, because I really didn't know. And that was my introduction, basically letting everyone know that they was going to see me every day for the next 30 days. And so I didn't know what was going to happen. So, it was a transformation, transparency. We going to work through some things, do some heavy lifting. But in the process, I spoke about the fact that I have seizures and what it looks like for me. I talked about progress over perfection, about how we get in our own way. I've come to you all when I had a really, really bad day and I had a panic attack, and worked through, everything that I was going through. Like, you just never know what you're going to get, because do you really know what's going to happen in your day? If you do, I need that affiliate link to that crystal ball, because I never know what's going to happen. So you really never know what you're going to get with me. But that's life, and that's what makes it such a beautiful journey, to like really sit back and have this adult brain being able to like really decipher and understand what's going on. From heartbreak to great joys, we talk about it all.
Yes, that's what I love. I remember you was saying one day that you was just telling your audience that there's nothing special about me, in a sense. I'm just a regular girl. And what did your audience say?
Woo! Yeah. So I say all the time, because all right, y'all. So this is a secret between me and you. Get real close. I have imposter syndrome really, really badly. I don't feel qualified. So just tuck that in there. Just tuck that in there. Don't tell nobody. Shh. So I really struggle with being worthy or being deserving of. So I will say just, which is a bad word. I know that is a bad 4-letter word, but I'm just regular. I'm regular. I'm just regular every day. I told people, I was like, look, I got mommy issues, daddy issues, brother issues. I'm a single parent. Longest relationship I've ever been in was 3.5 years. Like, look, I just be trying to get by, y'all. I be trying to get by. But someone told me that maybe regular is what we need.
Mm, 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 mm.
They was trying to make me cry, y'all, and I didn't appreciate that. They was trying to make me shed a thug tear, and I didn't appreciate that.
Wow. Wow. Regular. I mean, all the things that you spoke about, it's going to resonate with people. And when you tell your struggles and tell them how you made it on the other side, it's going to give people hope. And that's what this platform, your platform, is for. Oh my God, I'm so excited for you. And listen, we're going to have to crush that imposter syndrome, baby, because
I'm working on it.
Woo, honey, baby, because you're super dope. Okay, for those that don't know, a lot of times people cannot pronounce Adjuan's name, so a lot of times they just call her A. So listen, let's talk a little bit about what you've been talking about and what your podcast is really leaning to.
So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm like a really free spirit. And ever since I left bedside nursing, I've been on a journey to find me. And my podcast is basically about my journey. And on my lives, I've been kind of just tapping into the things that I've been through, my anxiety, my depression. So I focused my lives on mental health checks because this is a rough time for everyone. And so I feel like lots of people like to cry about, or complain about someone not checking on them. So I felt it was my duty to check on everyone so that no one could say no one checked on them. So when I check on them, I also kind of give a little bit of inspiration or motivation on something that I've gone through. And honestly, it's never planned. Okay. Nothing that I ever say is planned or rehearsed. And I just let God lead, and whatever He wants me to share comes out of my mouth. And you just have to take it for however I give it. It might be a cuss word here and there, but you know what I'm saying? My heart is always the same. So it's what you're gonna get.
I love it. I love it. Listen, and that's the key. The key is to be who you are. Don't try to be someone else. Don't try to watch another podcast or an influencer and try to no. Be yourself, because and I love this part because you all did this in less than a week. Like I mean, hey, okay, you accept the challenge. Okay, boom, we're gonna meet here a few days later. Okay, this is what you need. You need your cover artwork, your name, get back with me. Boom. Because a lot of times when it's time for you to do something, we get in our own heads and it gets us stuck because we're comparing so many. We have self-esteem issues. We have imposter syndrome that comes in. So I didn't allow that time. It was like, you didn't have enough time. You accept the challenge, yay or nay? All right, this is what you have to do. Let's go for it. So I'm so glad that you all took the challenge because your voices are so unique and it needs to be heard. And for anyone that's listening, this is for you as well. Your voice needs to be heard. And why not have it on another platform where it can be international? Baby, I've been doing this for maybe like 6 months now. And listen, I'm super dope. My show is dope, right? Listen, I have over yes, man. Let me get my clap on. Woo! I'm in over. My show has been listened to in over 10 countries. Do you know how huge this is? And to be a part, I am a part of CTR Media Network, which is a standard of new podcasting for which they're reaching over 350 million households in over 100 countries. So having the platform and then having CTR Media Network to push me and to get me to the next level, it was great to be new and then have that support because they are super, super dope. Dr. Tina Ramsey, she is my podcast coach. So I'm mimicking her. I'm mimicking the standard that she has. Because listen, her show, the Tina Ramsey show, is 2%, the top 2% podcast in the world, like worldwide. So I do have something to look up to, and to have a goal. And that's where I want you all to be. I want you to just not stay where you are and think it's just local, right? I want you to have the end in mind, saying, okay, it's going to end with, oh, I'm going to be in several countries. I don't know what language they speak, but they tuning into me. So it's going to just give you that extra oomph. You know what I mean? And don't put yourself in the box. If you feel it, hit that record button, baby. Don't overthink it, because somebody needs it. Somebody needs it. So I'm so excited. Okay. All right. So what do you all say to those people who say, I'm scared? What do you say to those people who say, it's not for me? And not just podcasting, but doing something new. What do you say to those people who just, they're down on themselves? Woe is me. They don't have the support. Let's talk about the family support, or the lack thereof. How many times have you embarked on something and you set your standards too high, your expectations, because they blood, or you've been knowing them all your life, and then they don't support you? Let's have some real talk up in here today.
I mean, first of all, I will say blood don't make you family, number one. And number two is, if you scared, do it scared. Do it scared, because that's when you're going to make your best work, when you're scared. Because see, when you're scared, you got something to fight for, right? You got something to fight through. So do it scared, and stop worrying about who's watching or who's not. Because the fact of the matter is, more people are watching than who's not watching. They might not be talking, but they see you. They see you, okay? And guess what? You shining. So just keep doing it. Keep doing it, because guess what? Haters gonna hate. They gonna hate.
It's their job.
Okay. They hated on God. And look what all he does for us every day. So come on. Just keep doing you. Like, and far as family goes, guess what? Family fall in line when strangers fall in line. When they see strangers cheering for you, that's when your family gonna want to cheer for you. And for me, sometimes that's too late. But y'all will hear about that on my podcast.
Woo! Yes! I love it.
Listen.
Child, listen. She is reasonably feisty, okay? Reasonably feisty for a reason. Life did this. And I'm going to carry it through. Period.
Come on, baby. Rock it. All right, TammyRenee, what you got?
Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the support that you expect from family and friends. That was a hard lesson for me to face. That was a hard lesson. It hurt so bad because I didn't know. But what I would say, if you are looking for support, the only way to find it is to get out there and be you, and the people you cross your path will find you and be your support. So you can't find your support unless you show up. That's my
hold up. Say that again. Sis. Hold on. I gotta put you. Hold on. All right, go ahead. Go. Good God, what you say?
What I said was, you cannot find your support unless you show up. It's the people who cross your path. It's the people you come in contact with that's gonna be like, ooh, hey, I like her. I want to work with her. I'm gonna support her. Or ooh, I like her message. It helps me. It resonates with me. I'm gonna follow her. So that's the only way to find your support. You can't depend on anyone to be your support just because you want them to be. It don't work like that. And that's a hard lesson. That is a hard lesson. But I made it through. So I'm good with that one. And then for the fear, one thing I always say is that your lesson is in your fear. Your treasure is hiding behind your fear. So facing your fears gets you to the next level, gets you past that, whatever is holding you back, whatever is keeping you stuck. There's a reason why you have that fear, because somebody or something doesn't want you to be successful. So facing that fear gets you to the next level and finding your treasure.
Baby, that's what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness. I love it. All right, Jennifer, y'all rolling. This is what I'm talking about right here. Let's roll.
Dang. Well, okay. Let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. See, because I actually had a stream on this called "Who's Afraid of the Big Bad Wolf?" Right? Not me. Not me. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Anyways, and we talked about the fact that a lot of times what happens is that we start thinking about everybody else. How is so-and-so going to look at this? How is so-and-so going to think about this and the X, Y, and Z? And you worried about the wrong people because you're trying to please people outside of yourself, trying to please people who don't have the vision that you have, don't have the direction, the goal, the path, the passion that you have. You're looking for someone else to co-sign on what you want. That's the first problem. But the second thing is, now when it comes to friends and family, this is what I'm going to say. I have a little different take on this because, you know, we all different, right? And I say the reason why friends and family are so hard to not necessarily jump on board right away is because they've seen you start and stop a whole lot of other things in the past. So it's not that they don't trust you, and it's not that they don't believe you, but they haven't seen you believe yourself yet to get on board. And so unfortunately, sometimes it takes those strangers to give us the confidence, and now that's when they fall in line. So that's kind of how I see stuff, because we want the people around us just to be on board, but they've seen all the things that we've started and stopped. So it's like, are you really about this? So this is the thing. This right here is the thing. I mean, okay. And you'll feel like, you know, like you get like that church hug, like that, you know, like, oh, I support you. Like that's what they're doing because they don't know what's gonna happen or where this is gonna go. So you, as Tammy, you got to show up for yourself first, consistently.
Come on.
Consistently.
That's my word
because
right
once
there.
you show up for yourself consistently, you'll believe yourself too. So
okay, see that right there. I'm so glad you touched on that, because that's the problem. We have these dreams and we go before our family, like you're saying, and they're just like, oh Lord, here she go again, another business, another idea. And then we get all hurt because they're not trusting us, because this is going to be it, like you're saying. But if you're not showing up, and then when you show up, it's sporadic, no one trusts you. What? You're not being consistent. You have to be consistent. You have to believe enough in yourself that you don't need anybody else to validate your car, baby. You don't need that stamp of approval, because it has to come from within. But when you're focusing so much on outside acceptance, that's where you fall. But I challenge anyone to be consistent. You have 30 days, whatever that you feel like I need to do it for 30 days. I guarantee you, and you be consistent, I guarantee you, your life will change. It will change. Now let's talk about, speaking of 30 days, let's talk about the 30 days live challenge. How has it been to be consistent for you all? Tell us about that journey to how we got to here. Tell us about the challenges that you had. Tell us about the things that went on to try to stop you. Let's talk about this.
I mean, I'll tell you, life be
Nobody want to go
lifing.
first?
Life be lifing. I mean, and I'm gonna be honest, like some days it's hard to show up. It's hard to show up because you're tired, you know. And if you're a person like me, like I went so many years without having one idea or having an imagination at all, to being severely depressed and having serious anxiety, to social anxiety. So now I have tons of ideas, right? So now I'm acting on everything. Okay. So I'm doing all that I can do. Okay. So by the end of the day, I'm a little bit tired. So it's kind of hard some days to show up for other people when, you know, most of the time nobody showed up for you in that date. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you made a commitment. And my commitment is bigger. My commitment to the people is bigger than me being tired, right? So I show up last night, case in point, I was on the road for over 10 hours to get to Carolina. On the road, right? Because we decided to take a family trip and decided we were going to road trip it because we wanted to have a good time. We had a phenomenal time in the car. We laughed and talked the entire time. And yes, I could have went live in the car, but sometimes you want to keep your memories for you. Sometimes those things, and I know because depression and anxiety took moments away from me. It took years away from me. So now when I have moments, sometimes I hold them close to me, and having my family with me, I hold that close to me. So I kept that for myself. But yet when I got here and had to get settled in, I beat the clock. I still went live before midnight. You heard me? Like, I beat the clock, okay? And it may not have been as long as I normally will go live, but I went live and I showed up and I asked everybody, how was your day? And how are you? Let me know how you feeling. You know what I'm saying? Because why? Because I'm invested and I do care. So it's tough sometimes. It is tough, but you can do it. Like it's doable because, like she said, consistency wins every time.
Every time.
Mm-hmm.
Every time.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else?
I'll go. How it was for me is, I've always been known to be that person. Once I make up my mind about something, I'm gonna do it. And so showing up consistently is not a big thing for me because I put everything into whatever I do. But the problem is I can't get bored. If I start to get bored, that's when I start to slide off. Or if I feel like, it's not really doing anything, I'll start sliding off. So there was times when I was tired and I'm like, why am I doing this? Is this going to keep going after 30 days? Like, why am I doing this? I'm tired. I just want to go to bed. I just want to just relax. So I had to learn how to prioritize things so that I can stay engaged. So I cut some of all that other creative stuff out because it takes a lot of energy. And so I had to cut some of that out in order to make sure that I was showing up because there was an expectation not only put on myself by myself, but there was an expectation from Sheila C Hill, and I did not want to disappoint her. And she was knocking them out the group at the beginning first week. I was like, oh, she's serious. We got to do this. So I had to find that energy to continue to show up. Whether it was like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to work on this course today because I ain't got time for that. So let's just go talk about the rain. Yes. So I am so happy I did it because what it did teach me is, just because you start to get a little tired or bored or you think it's not working, you don't have to switch and start doing something different. Whereas we, as creators, we always switch it. We always got something in the back pocket waiting for that not to work so we can move to something else. So this has taught me just keep going, on that one thing. Don't switch it up. Don't change it up. Don't make it something new. Just keep going. And we got a podcast out of it.
Hello, come on,
baby,
really say that.
It's like that's just crazy. It's crazy thinking about that.
Hold on, let me say this before we go because I am laughing tears in my eyes because listen, baby, people, and this is one thing I was telling the students in the live challenge. You all see me online and you see me as bubbly, interjected. I am inspiring. I am the biggest supporter for you. But when you see me on the coach side, my coaching is totally different. I am, listen, if anything is going to be associated with my name, I walk in the spirit of excellence. And listen, I'm going to make you accountable. So I'm not about the big numbers. I am about the quality, right? So if you join this this challenge and you was not meeting the standards, I was having some standards, and each week we were upping the standards. So if you was not meeting them at the beginning, I knew you was not going to make it at the end. So yeah, so respectfully, see you later, bye. Because at that time, you're not qualified. You're not qualified for this program because hey, you're funny. You're not qualified for this program. And it's not about numbers. It's about dedication because I'm putting my time in. You should match my energy. You should match it, right? And if it's not a good fit, it's okay. Maybe next time you can do it. And listen, at one point I said, listen, if you're not in ICU or unalive, that's the only excuse. That's the only excuses I'm going to take. That's it. We make so many excuses, but yeah, I just want to touch on that, and that is so true. Okay, Jennifer, go for it, girl.
Yeah, just real quick before I jump in on that one. Please know that she said it's not a going live 30 times challenge. It's 30 days.
Day challenge.
So whatever day you missed, you pick up on that day, and you'll just have to extend it to the end.
Exactly.
Yeah. I was like, ooh.
It is
So
what
on
it
that
is.
note, it was necessary because so I'm that person that I always just go with it. I just go with the flow. It is what it is, you know. And in order for me to like do certain things throughout my day, whatever, I found that I ended up going live around a certain time every day. So I said it on the stream. I was like, well, clearly between like 6:15 and 6:30 is my time slot. So and I because I announced it and made it so, and we even have LaWanda here. She's in the chat. She's on like all of my streams. She like
Awesome.
it's my follow. It's my following. I love it. But like I was building that consistency and that routine. I don't have a routine. And I needed this. And so I have our office that's, you know, outside, you know what I'm saying? So I'm in the office. I'm trying to beat the street lights from coming on. You know what I'm saying? It's between my time slots. So it's like things that I'm checking off, but it's forcing me to do it. And it also forces me to be ready. Be ready.
Most definitely.
And even when I have things that I plan on talking about, there have been times when I'm like, yep, thought I was going to talk about this, but surprise, we got something else to talk about today, you know?
Yes.
It allows me to still be flexible within a routine. And that's what I'm learning, that I can be flexible within a routine, which always seemed foreign to me. So that's one of the biggest things that I've actually learned with this challenge.
Awesome. I'm so proud of you guys. And one thing I want to say to the audience, when you do it scared, don't focus on the numbers. Don't focus on the likes, the comments. Don't focus on it. Focus on your message. They're going to get it. They're seeing you. Especially people who know you, they're seeing you. You're inspiring them, but they're not going to come forward and say it. And that's not why you're doing it. You're doing it for your greater purpose to get your message out to help others. So listen, ladies, this has been so wonderful. It's about time to wrap up, but I'm like, I love this. Okay. So let's have your closing remarks. If anyone, we're going to just go ahead with some closing remarks, some inspiration or whatever you want to do. And also, how do they get up with you? Now, we did put you all's podcast links. They're in the comments. They will be in the show notes as well. So just tell me and let the audience know how can they reach you on social media, follow you, and then just let us know your inspirational last minute.
All right, so I am TammyRenee, and you can find me on Facebook by TammyRenee Maxwell or on IG, which is TammyRenee_transformation. And what I would like to leave you with is, if you want to be the leader of your dreams, you need to know what your dreams are.
Ooh. Oh boy. All right, let's just pause on that one. Okay, that was good. All right, Jennifer. Woo, that was good.
Right. Hold on, let me. All right. Well, you all can find me on Facebook, Jennifer Hogue. I'm gonna get that out. I'm gonna get that word out of
Yes.
my
Yes.
vocabulary.
Stop it.
Mhm.
I'm gonna work
Mhm.
on that. I'm Jennifer
Mhm.
Hogue. As is, it's a public page, so you're more than welcome. Just come through and say hello. On my podcast, it's on Spotify, but I'm on iHeartRadio, Radio Post, Amazon Music, Audible, and there's one more. It's new. I just did them this morning, so excuse me. I'm new to this, y'all. I'm new to this. Work with me. Work with me.
Well, they can just search your name of your show and
Small steps, major moves.
and
And
podcast platforms, and it'll pop up.
I'm gonna leave you all with this. There is nothing about you that needs to change, but there is so much left to be discovered. So let's do it together.
Yes, baby, come through. Oh my goodness. Yes. Thank you guys. Okay, Miss A.
All right, y'all. So I am Adjuan, and you can find me on social media as Adjuan Edgerson or Nurse Unscripted. I am Nurse Unscripted in these social media streets. I am a TikToker. Find me on TikTok, Nurse Unscripted. Um, and you can find my podcast on Spotify, Child Listen. And if you would like to come become a guest on my podcast, you can hit me up in the email at childlistenup@gmail.com, and I will definitely get back to you. Um, and the one thing that I will leave you guys with is the only competition you're in is with yourself.
Mm.
Get it together. It's all about you and nobody else. This is your season. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Yes. I love it. Thank you all for spending this time with us. I am so happy for you guys, and many blessings to your podcast.
Thank you.
Many
Thank you.
blessings
Thank you.
to your audience that will come across you and just be your number one fans. Listen, continue to be yourself. I am in your corner. I am here for you guys. We in this together now. I mean, no turning
You
them
stuck
out.
with us. You stuck with us.
Yes. Oh, but one more thing. This does not count as y'all live for today. Hello.
See, I already knew that. I already knew that because I learned that from my mistake the other day. See, it's not me hosting it, so it don't count. I already know.
I was hoping we could sweet talk her and be like, can we count this as our live today? Because
No. Per the rules, this would count as her live.
I love it. Thank you, ladies. I'm gonna take you backstage, and y'all just hold on for one moment as I close out. Okay. Oh my goodness, guys. I love it. I am so happy to be able to have this platform to spotlight them and to present their super dope podcast, because they are super dope individuals. Listen, no, whatever you do, understand that it is your purpose that God wants you to walk in, right? Nobody else's. It was not a conference call. It is between you and him. So understand that everything, the path has been made for you. You just have to walk it. You have to be seen. You have to be visible, right? So understand that it is your time. Understand that no excuses at all, and just work it. If there's something in your spirit that you need to do it. Because listen, this 30-day lives challenge, this is a God project for me. I'm just going to tell y'all. It was been some work too, but it's a God challenge because I know that God allowed me to be here and to serve these individuals. And I know that there's a greater cause and there's a greater purpose for justice. It's not just a Facebook challenge. Yes, their numbers improved, their followers improved, their visibility improved. But I know behind the scenes, there is a greater purpose for this. So for whatever that you need to do, that you know in your spirit that it's time to do it, stop making excuses. I don't want the blood to be on your hands for someone who is hopeless and they can't get out and they're staying stuck because your voice is not being heard. I don't want it to be where someone is just crying every night because they're not hearing your voice, because you're just stuck on yourself and you're just making so many excuses. So no excuses, all gas, no brakes from this day forward. Listen, and if no one has told you today that you are loved and highly appreciated, baby, I'm telling you, you are loved and highly appreciated, and your voice needs to be heard. Thank you for showing up today for the Sheila C Hill Show. Don't forget to subscribe to this show because it's dope, okay? Don't forget to subscribe and tell folks about it too. And if you would like to purchase an ad, you see those ads that come through the commercial, you want it to be visible, purchase an ad or be a sponsor of my show. Go to the SheilaCHillShow.com and register as a guest, purchase an ad, or be a sponsor. In the meantime, guys, let's go. Let's go. Let's make the impact for the reason that we're here. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. I'll see you next time on the Sheila C Hill Show. Love you. Yes. Hey. Enjoy your day. Love on your soul.